Shout out to Jamie Jenkins, man. Just launched his new journal line and website, helloblackman.com. Hello, black man. Hey, I myself am a black man. Are you a black man as well? Even if you're not. Are you a black woman? Are you a white woman? A white man? An man? An Asian woman? A Latino man? A Latino woman? An Indian man? An Indian woman? A Native American man? A Native American woman? So many different men and women, but we talking about that black man right now. Helloblackman.com, man. Make sure y'all pull up to the website and check it out, man. Congrats to Jamie Jenkins on the launch of your journal line, man. Hello, blackman.com. It's like I ain't got a tie, but makes you feel like you got a tie. Because when you got a tie on, that's when you're a journalist. All right, man.
Yo, check this out. I received this in the mail, right? Hello, black man. And I'm so excited about it. This is a journal to help black men articulate their feelings, express their feelings. Hell, just acknowledge that we have them in a safe and honest way. And hopefully, it will translate into other parts of your life. I get it. As a black man, a lot of us weren't encouraged or taught to talk about our feelings. As a kid, when you fail and hurt yourself, your parents told you to get up. You're a big boy. Big boys don't cry. That right there is a hard lesson to unlearn, and it's very hurtful. Because when we become older, we don't know how to express ourselves. We don't know how to talk about our feelings. We don't know how to have a conversation without lashing out or using profanity or getting upset and becoming violent because we weren't taught. But this, man, is essential. Not just to each one of us becoming a better person, but a society of men being able to express themselves is priceless. So if you want to become the best version of you that you can do, check out helloblackman.com. Grab the journal, actually journal in it, be honest, be open, and be accessible to your feelings and embrace them.
Hello, black man. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back with another episode of the Hello Black Man podcast. It's Monday. It's 9/20/21. I hope you make the best of this day, this weekend, because you'll never get it back. Absolute phenomenal day. It rained today. Kind of came out of nowhere for me, and so planning to go walking. So I had a chance to get lazy. So I had to do a little workout a little later. Man, what we have here today, we have an absolute phenomenal, talented young man to be on the show today, named Ray Kincaid. I want you to be able to, I guess, listen and learn from this young man. Some of the things he's been through, some of the things he's overcome, and some of the talent that and I guess some of the knowledge that he is allowing people to hear and listen to. And so sometimes you got to take a step back and just really understand a person, understand where they're coming from. A lot of times they are giving you who they are in their craft. Same thing with if people that build houses, people that bake cakes, and then people that are creative content creators, like this young man. So we're going to welcome to the stage rapper, advocate for mental health, anime lover, and watcher, Mr. Ray Kincaid.
How you doing, man?
What's up, big dog?
Life.
Hey, ain't it like the old folks say, ain't it something else?
Yeah. It's something. Yeah.
Indeed, man. What you do today? What was your schedule like today?
Oh man, exercise.
That was it?
Exercise. Yeah, that was it for today. Yeah, exercise, a little bit of reading. You know. Yeah.
You got any anything on the recommended read list for us today?
Yeah, The Alchemist.
Okay. I've heard of it. Hadn't picked it up. I'm not one of those people like, yeah, man, I read it. I hadn't read it.
Yeah.
I've gotten a list of leadership books and stuff that I'm supposed to be starting to read on. Hadn't grabbed them yet, but tell me a little bit about the book. What kind of book? What does it talk about?
Well, basically, if it's anyone out there that's trying to chase something
Mm-hmm.
that's worth chasing, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of gives you the motivation, to
Got it.
keep going.
Got it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Everybody should be chasing something.
Right.
I mean, like even if you reach the goal, you should have another goal. You should be moving the goalposts or whatever, for whatever reason. You should always have a goal. So that sounds like a great read, man. Listen,
Yeah, yeah.
for those of the viewers that don't know, just tell the viewers who you are and tell them what you do.
Okay, yeah. My name is Ray Kincaid. I am a rapper from Jackson, Mississippi. I graduated Jackson State in 2015. Right now, I live in Terry, Mississippi. I have one daughter. Her name is Summer Ray, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
And so, what got you into the music business?
Oh man, I've been a fan of music since I was little. My favorite artist is Michael Jackson. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been I've been into music since I was like 2 years old.
Wow. So you want are you one of those naturals? Like some people that's got it natural. Then some people work at their craft, work. Like painters or piano players. Like some people can just sit down like how does it supposed to sound? Oh,
Yeah.
this how it sound. And then some people just gotta work and like this is this note, this is this note. And either way, just how do you perfect your craft? Is it something that is natural or this is something you're working on?
Well, man, there's parts of it that's natural.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can tell, I can tell what makes a song sound good. But
Yeah,
the part that I had to, yeah, but the part that I had to work on was actually making the song sound good
got
itself.
it.
Like learning how to do intricate rhyme schemes and things like that.
Yeah,
Uh, so yeah, that part had to be taught. But the
yeah,
actual like what sounds good, I already knew that part.
got it.
So yeah.
Now,
Mhm.
now, now I'm kind of the same way. I know when it sounds good, but putting it together, layering it, knowing
Yeah,
when the beat's supposed to drop, what kind of beat. I know it's, beat machine. I know it's 10,000 drum sounds. I don't
right,
know
right.
which drum sound to use. I don't know what beat count to drop it on. So that's one of those things. It's very intricate. Putting the song together
Right.
is more intricate than people think. People think
Yes,
like,
very.
oh, you wrote it, you got music playing in the background, this music just playing. Like, no, that music has to fit the song, the theme,
Yes,
and everything. And
yes,
yeah,
yes.
the music
All of
can't be
that.
loud, the words can't be too loud. Uh,
Right.
I
Mhm.
think people take for granted what it takes to put a song together, like what it takes to really put a quality, some quality
Yeah,
music out.
yeah, yeah. Mm.
Oh, that's awesome, man. So listen, so what I want to do tonight is I'm going to ask you a series of questions out
Okay.
of the Hello Black Man Journal.
All
And
right. Yeah.
I want to see where you at and see what you're thinking of,
Yeah.
where your thoughts are tonight.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
journal is meant to really push you in an avenue of transparency and communication.
Right.
So
Right.
just having a place to write things down, having a place to, because uh, this time period of people, either they keep it to themselves or they put it on social media. Neither
Right.
one
Right.
is healthy.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Neither one of those things are really healthy. So I
Right.
just wanted to create a platform. And so here you are, a
Mhm.
phenomenal, talented young man, a
Mhm.
black man. And I want to just ask you a few questions and kind of see where it leads you. And I guarantee you, no pressure now, no pressure,
Okay. Yeah.
but every time I go through this, I find
Yeah.
out something about the person in some way we're connected, like some way. Now I
Yeah.
did wear this
Yeah.
Alcorn State University hat on purpose.
Yeah.
I did. This
Okay.
is
Yeah.
no
Right. Right. Yeah.
mistake. I knew you were going to give props to your alma mater. I knew that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good with it. I said, let me just have mine on
Yeah.
just
I
in
see. Yeah.
case.
I see you. Yeah.
So the first question I want to ask you tonight is question 24 in the journal. It says, "Hello, black man. What
Yeah.
or who motivates you? Describe how it feels to be motivated."
Oh, that's a good one. Who motivates me? I'm gonna have to say my daughter. Uh, yeah, most definitely. Ever since she came, I've been just trying to uh do everything that I possibly can, even though it's kind of hard these days. But yeah, and how it feels to be motivated. I mean, it feels good because it keeps you going, but at the same time, it's kind of scary too because you're
Mm-hmm.
like, I can't, I can't fail because it's not just about me anymore. You know,
Tell me this. How old is your daughter? What's your daughter's name?
her name is Summer Ray, and she's 1 year old.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah,
Um, and let me ask you this: having a girl, having a daughter,
yeah,
like how fast did that hit you? How fast did like Don't get me wrong. Everybody wants a healthy child, and not
right.
saying you had a preference, girl or boy, and that. But when you get that girl, like it automatically some things just automatically change in a man. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no learning curve. It's just automatic. It's a
Oh
different
man,
feel, a
yeah,
different aspect.
yeah, yeah. And to be honest, man, some of it is good and bad.
Mhm.
Because it's good because it teaches you to be more, say, to be more vulnerable.
Mhm.
Teaches you to be more respectful when it comes to women because you got to set an example, but at the same time is you get very defensive
Yep.
quicker because you gotta because you know how guys are, so you are on level 10 if anybody so yeah, it is life changing, man.
And it happens immediately. I mean,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
okay, I have a daughter. And so
Right.
like certain things are just boom off the list, off the list, off the list, and then certain things are just added to the list automatically. Especially
Right.
for the fathers that are in their children's life. Hopefully,
Mhm.
we can up the percentage of
Right.
whatever it is. But it's like an automatic. I don't know. It's like a reality pill, like red blue pill. Like you automatically like, wow, wait a minute, like, hold on, I gotta be here. I gotta do these things.
Right.
Like you are automatically the example.
Right.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, man, it's dope, man. It's a dope
Yeah.
feeling. It's a dope feeling.
Mhm.
All right, let me ask you. Boom. Question 42 in the journal. It says, "Hello, black man. How would you describe your mental health? Would you ever seek professional help, like counseling or therapy? Why not?"
Oh yeah, man. Now I'm be completely honest. I've been dealing with my mental health for a while now.
Hmm.
And I do think it's in a good space, but every now and then it tends to fall back um a little bit. But you know what? I'd be a little confused because I'm like, is that my mental health or is those just simple emotions? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
sometimes
Yep.
I get those two things confused.
Hmm.
And but as far as overall, I think it's better than it was, and I'm constantly trying to work. I'm trying to get it as good as it could possibly be.
Got it.
Because the thing about being open about your mental health is, as soon as you make one mistake, like you get angry or you yell at
Hey,
someone, even
it's
though they
all you
might
know what?
deserved it,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah. You have that.
hmm?
People
I'm
quickly
sorry.
judge you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I said people will quickly judge you once you open that avenue up.
Right. Yeah. Hmm.
Like you can
Yeah. And
like everybody deserves the opportunity to get mad at something. Like you deserve that.
exactly. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And as soon as you do it, like you can be the most calmest person 80%, 85%, 90% of the
Right.
time, and as soon as you get fed up and you just lash out maybe one or two times, oh, you're the angry black man, So and you got mental health issues. I knew you was crazy. And
Right.
so it's those are the things that you got to deal with coming from some people. But I mean, it is what it is. I'd rather deal with that than to I guess hide from it.
Got it. I
And as
mean, that's
far as
I think.
oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, and as far as professional help, yeah, man, I 100% think that everybody should get therapy. Honestly,
I was gonna.
everybody.
I was gonna ask you. You decided. You made a decision to say, "Hey, this is a problem. Like
Right,
this is something that needs improving. Not necessarily a problem, but you say, hey, this is an opportunity that I have, and
yeah,
you were able to say, hey, I'm going to seek some professional, some people that do it for a living.
right,
And I tell people all the time, I think they take it for granted how powerful how powerful the mental aspect of your life is,
yeah,
because
yeah,
money is a part of what we do.
mhm,
Physical fitness is a part of what we do. And you have life, but your mental state is kind of driving everything. It's
yeah,
driving your relationship. It's driving your business.
mhm,
It's driving your, what I'm saying, it's driving everything. And if it's off and you're making rash decisions, uh,
mhm,
you may need a professional to help you narrow down the road that
yeah,
you need to be on.
yeah. Exactly,
You
exactly.
know,
Yeah,
because I'm a good, because you're good at certain things. Like, you don't want a person that's a good baker to go and fly your airplane. You don't want that.
right,
You
right.
want a
Yeah,
professional
yeah.
pilot. I don't want, just
Best,
because you're good at this, you can talk a little bit and stuff like that. How about I want a professional pilot. I don't want somebody that can make paper airplanes.
right,
That ain't
right,
who I want. I want somebody that can actually certify. You know what I'm saying? Went to school for this to
right,
recognize different things I got going on in my head.
right.
Uh, so let me ask you this:
Mhm.
was it a certain day, a certain event that said, "Hey, I'm going to make an improvement"? What was the trigger for you?
Um, that's a good question. I want to say my daughter, but it was prior to that though.
It was
I
leading
think
up.
it was yeah, I think it was my last relationship
Hmm.
where I kind of realized, okay, I need to I need to try to fix, you know, all these uh issues,
Hmm.
because after a while you kind of feel like, well, it's nothing wrong with me. I'm okay. I can deal
Hmm.
with it. But like when you with somebody and they also have issues too,
Hmm.
it kind of makes you want to go, okay, something has to give, and yeah. So I think that's what it was.
I mean, it's great. I mean, like I said, the recognition of it is what's so impressive to me,
Yeah.
because a lot of us just go through, push through, go push, go through, push, and what we do is we don't seek any mental health. I got a
Right.
mental health therapist on right now. She was on the show a couple weeks ago. Phenomenal young lady, and she's
Okay.
looking to talk to young men. She's looking to get some men
Okay.
under her umbrella. Um, so, like I said, the recognition part is powerful, man. And like I said, I'm proud of you for saying, "Hey, this is where I
Mhm.
am today. I want to be in a different state coming up. I
Mhm.
want to be in a different mental state." And especially when you got kids,
Right. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know you need to make certain decisions or
Mhm.
avoid certain situations.
Yes. Most
Huh?
definitely. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So here you are. I don't know. It's one of those things where you you know what needs to happen, and a lot of
Mhm.
us know what needs to happen. I have been to therapists and counselors and things of that nature. But what stops us? Like, what stops us? Is it pride? Is it guilt? Is it being judged? Like, what stops us? Because it's not financial. It's not financial. It's not,
Right.
because almost every job will send you to a
Right.
therapist.
Yeah.
Almost every job. 90%
Every
of
job.
jobs got EAP or some kind of
Yeah.
program that say, hey, go see somebody. Almost
Yeah.
every job. And then you got groups, and you got people that push us there that say, hey, come for free, 2 or 3
Right.
sessions for nothing. So what's
Right. Right.
stopping us? What's stopping us black men from seeing counselors?
That's a good question. And I know some of my friends, they have too much pride,
Yeah.
and they feel like, seeking therapy is weak, and I just don't understand it, because you have to realize something. Being a black man in America, especially, it can be traumatic,
Yes.
very traumatic and hard. And there's so much against us. And if you even, like I said earlier, if you even try to just lash out a little bit, uh, you know, angry black man. And so it's hard to process feelings and emotion. I feel like if anybody needs therapy, it's us. But I think that's what it is. I think it's pride, and I think it's fear too. I think they're afraid of what they might find out about themselves. And a lot of people don't want to face it.
Tough.
Because, a lot of people don't even know themselves. So when they go in therapy and they start unpeeling those layers, it gets real scary. Like their ego falls apart. And a lot of people, they depend on their ego. So I think that's what it is.
Man, that's some insight right there, brother. That's some
Yeah.
real insight right there.
Yeah.
Because people are scared of who they are,
Yeah.
or who they who or they a lot of them are scared of who they didn't become,
Mhm.
or you know what I'm saying, and it's like I said, so many layers, but there's root causes to a lot of
Yes.
problems that we have.
A
And for
lot.
you
Yeah.
to say it, and a lot of us have never said what the root cause is for us to act a certain way. You
Right.
just kind of hide it. You don't talk about this subject. You don't talk about this event. You don't talk about this, what happened here or there, what built up, and you just kind of live with it. And then you
Right.
pass this stuff on. You pass it
Right.
on to people in your circle. You pass it on
Exactly.
to your family member. You pass it on to your
Exactly.
children. The lack of
Exactly. Yeah.
communication.
Hmm.
You're not opening up to them, so they are going to repeat the same cycle with you.
Right. Yeah.
So
100%.
that man, that is great. Let's see. I got one here for you right here. Let's see. Boom. It says, "Hello, black man. Explain your political views. Would you ever run for political office? If so, which office? If not, why?"
Oh man. Oh, you know what, man? Uh, I know what. When it comes to politics, man, I don't too much get involved, honestly. Now, I do
Okay.
vote, and I usually vote for Democrat,
Mhm.
but I will never be a politician.
That's not you.
No, 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 no. No, I think I'm too honest for it. I'm,
You're too
yeah,
honest for politics. I like that.
I'm too honest for it.
I mean, but that's what we need. That's what that's usually what people say. I'm gonna tell you what the stigma is. The stigma is the people that don't want to be in politics should be our politicians.
Yeah. I'll be a terrible mayor or president. Now y'all don't want me the president. No, 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 no,
I said, no, no, no. I said, not
no.
that.
Mm-mm.
Oh
Nah,
man.
nah.
Wow. Okay, okay, I got you. So question 48. Question
All right.
48 in the journal says, "Hello, black man. Does anyone in your family have health issues? Has it affected you or the ones to who they are directly connected?"
Yeah, my mom, she has heart issues. Um, that actually runs in our family, and as far as it affecting us, yeah, it just keeps us on our toes.
Mm-hmm.
By us, I mean me and my sisters and my brother. But yeah, she had a heart attack in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
She had surgery, diabetes. But she's alive.
Good deal, man.
Yeah. So
But
yeah.
it does make you more aware.
Hmm.
It makes you, when the phone rings and you know it's her, there's no I call mama back or nothing like that. Like you want to
Right.
check, I can imagine it just makes you just alert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or let me check
Yeah.
on mama. Let me check. Mama ain't called me today. Let me check on her.
Right.
So,
Right. Right. Yeah.
all those things happen when you know those issues, and it's good to
Mhm.
know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have issues, and we don't know, and
Right.
we
Yeah.
don't want to. We don't seek to find out. Like it's going, like oh, if I don't know about it, it's not happening. Like no,
Right.
that's not how the medical world
Right.
works.
Right. Right.
Now,
Indeed.
this was a little personal.
Okay.
It says, "Hello, black man. What's the most uncharacteristic thing you've done to impress someone? Were they impressed? Explain what you feel you would have done differently."
Oh man, that's a great question. Uncharacteristic thing, man. I'm pretty sure it got something to do with a woman.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm trying to think.
You ain't drove 3 hours to see nobody in the middle of the
Oh
night.
yeah, man. I have. Yeah,
Um,
100%. Yeah. So that might be it. That might be the one. And were they impressed? I say for a little while.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, looking back on it, was it the smart decision? Was it the right thing to do? Was it
You know what?
monetarily, or what do you think?
Well, I got I got two sides.
Okay,
The first answer is I got my. It didn't quite end how I thought it was going to end, but I did get my daughter out of it. So
got it.
I guess I can say it was worth going back and forth.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
you can't take her out of the equation. It's too much good in the daughter. I understand. It's
Yeah.
too much good in that
Yeah.
relationship in that bond. Even though
Right.
the package didn't happen per se.
Yeah.
I definitely understand. I definitely understand. Let me ask you this. Let's see. Question 49. Question 49 says, "Hello, black man. Explain ways in which you believe love can be kept alive in relationships."
Man, you know what? This question is great because if you would have asked
You
me,
say that about every question, right?
yeah, but this one hits deep because if you would have asked me this about, I don't know, like 6 months ago, I would have
Yeah.
swore I knew the answer.
Yeah.
But now, you know what, man? I typically, well, I think it's communication and being open
Mm-hmm.
and being honest, not being passive aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but definitely honesty and solid communication. I
I
think
got it.
those are the two most important things, in my
I,
opinion.
I'm gonna tell you why I think this question is so powerful, because it makes you self reflect real quick. It makes you
Yes.
kind of measure yourself real quick. And
Mhm.
one thing none of us men like to feel like is like we're not good enough. We're not.
Oh
We're
man,
not good
that
enough.
that right there will destroy you
It
if
will
we
whoop
let it.
you, man. Dude, you ain't telling me nothing. I know.
It
I'm
will
telling you.
destroy you. It will destroy
it
you.
will have you not want to eat, not want to look at sports. It'll make you sick. It will really make you
Man,
sick.
it literally make you, man, you are like, it's like you in my mind right now. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
But
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what one of the truths I've realized when it comes to this, and you got to be okay with this because it's not really on you. It's not really on you based on who loves you back. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Not always. Now of course you can be acting a fool, and of course they will separate from the situation.
Right.
But you can love somebody with everything. You can
Right.
literally love somebody with everything
Hmm.
and it not be enough for them and it not be what they're looking for.
Yep.
Uh, explain what you mean by not feeling good enough. What I mean is when a person seeks certain, a certain level of communication, or if they're seeking a certain pattern from you, uh, and you're not living up to those expectations. And you may feel like you are delivering some of those things. Not
Yeah.
saying
Like
that
you.
you are. Yeah,
Right.
not saying that you
Right.
are. You feel like, hey, I went from a 2 to an 8. Like I've come a long way.
Hmm.
And you're looking for a 63. And I'm giving you
Right.
8 out of 10. And you looking for
Yep.
63. And
Right.
and when it's brought to light, it can be demoralizing. It
Yeah.
can affect you. Like it could immobilize you, could paralyze you.
Yep.
Uh, and you really not know how to come back from it. You could really get to a place where you're in a deep depression based on the expectation of others. Like you
Yes.
really can't.
Yes.
Ray said yes.
Yes. Yes. You can.
So
Hmm.
so like I said, the truth is, you know, it 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 will allow you to know, that separating from certain situations may not be worst case scenario for you.
Yeah.
Like,
That too.
it may not. Short term is going to be painful.
Yeah.
Short term is going to be painful, and it's okay. But
Hmm.
long term, you may be in a better situation mentally, and of course, physically, financially. Like when you start really, one of my older aunties used to say, you got to count the cost. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make sense at first. Like, what did that mean? But when you start counting up, like really counting the cost of of the situation, you may have come out better than expected.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So that's I'm in your head. So which way
Yeah.
you believe love can be kept alive in relationships? Oh man. Let's see. I got one more. I got nothing for you right here. I like this question. It says, "Hello, black man." It's crazy. Like you literally were talking about this when you got on. It says, "Hello, black man. Are you physically fit? What are your fitness goals? Have you had a physical? If not, schedule one and write down the results."
Okay. Yeah. Am I fit? Not where I want to be just yet. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I mean, I'm not terrible, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not where I want to be at. My fitness goals. Uh, I just want to be healthy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
healthier. Trying to lose maybe 20 pounds
Mm-hmm.
right now, and yeah. As far as the physical, yes, I had one. I had one last year.
Okay, so you had one in 20 in the year
Yeah,
20. All
yeah,
right, so,
I
so
had
you
one
got
this
three
year.
months. All right, so you got three
Right,
months. You got
right,
three
right,
months. It seemed like a long time ago. You think I had one. So so
right.
so my goal is to check on you in the next 3 months. Well, really two, because you got 2 months in a couple of days. Is to
Right.
schedule it. Say, hey man, I got my physical schedule. I got it
Got
scheduled.
you.
I got it
Got
scheduled. So try to get it
you.
done this year, and let's try to say, hey man, I got that done. Good deal. So let me ask you this: what brought about your fitness inspiration? What made you say, hey, I need to do a little better? because people always want a better job. People always want more money, but people they don't always say, "Man, I need to eat healthier. Man, I need to stop
Right.
drinking so many sodas." That doesn't come
Right.
as easy.
Well, you know what? It's funny that you asked that question because I think it relates to the last question. I think is you know how I'm gonna be honest. You know, once my last relationship ended, I took a good look at myself mentally, physically, uh, you know, everything.
Hmm.
And now that I have the time, you know, I'm just trying to work on myself, and I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to exercise, trying to meditate, keep
Hmm.
my keep my mind right. I've been praying more lately. You know, I'm just trying to become a better person. So, you know, uh, when the next person comes,
Hmm.
all of the flaws that I had in the last relationship, you know, I already have them, you know, situated, you
Right.
know. And also, I just want to be a better person all around.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
do. I do.
I'm not saying that I'm not good now, but there's always
Hmm.
room for improvement. You know?
Yep.
So
And
yeah,
it takes it takes a pill to swallow to say,
yeah,
"Hey, man, I can do better than this." Like, "Hey,
right,
I
yeah,
know where I am. I can just do better." You know,
right,
taking that look at yourself or your circumstances or situations, and man, I'm better than this, and
right, yeah,
taking that first foot forward. That's huge. It's
right,
absolutely huge, and everybody, a lot of men don't want to look in the mirror.
hmm, yeah,
Yeah, but that's something you know you say, hey, I can do better. I can improve the package. I can improve the mental state. I can improve, you
yeah,
know, everything that you bring to the table. People got to forget, like, you know, like guys, we're bringing something to the table also. People are always talking about what you bring to the table. Like,
right,
you know, it's more than just one or two things that you bring to the table.
hmm,
Like it's got to be a complete person that you bring to the table in order to help someone, you know, and allow them to help you in the same sense.
right,
You know, if you jacked up in the mind, you it's bad. It's gonna be bad
yeah,
all the way. It don't matter
yeah,
how
hmm,
great of a partner you find. You know,
right,
if you're not willing and ready to accept, then you wasting their time, your
hmm,
time too.
yeah, yeah,
So
pretty much.
what projects you got coming up, man? What kind of music? Tell me about some of the music you're working on right now. What you working on? What's your latest and greatest?
Oh well, as far as what I'm working on now, man, I'm working on my album.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't came up with a name yet, but as far as the latest thing I put out an EP on SoundCloud. It's at A Kincaid, that's AYEKINCAID,
Mm-hmm.
and I put out an EP. It's called Grayscale, GREYSCALE. And yeah, that was the last thing I put out. But I'm constantly putting out videos on my Instagram. So if anybody want to check me out on Instagram, is A Kincaid. That's AYEKINCAID. And I'm always posting visuals. You know. Hmm.
Yeah, I was looking at some of your content on your YouTube page. Instagram is popping. Like I said, Instagram is kind of your house. That's kind of
Yeah.
where most of your stuff is. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's the amount of talent and effort that you put into some of this stuff. All I can see is hours. That's all I can see.
Yeah.
Hours
Yeah.
of work. That's all I can see. Like man, this
Yeah.
dude probably took him 1,000 hours to come up with all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I can see it. Like I literally can see the effort into the work, into the stuff that you're doing. So you know, don't think that people aren't recognizing the talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't think that,
I
because I know a
appreciate
lot of
that.
times you put stuff out and you like, come on now, we know what's going
Right,
on.
right.
But if anybody sits down and really looks at look at the content and the music you're putting out, it's very evident the amount of talent, hard work, and stuff that you're putting into
Thank you,
putting
man.
into your projects, man. Really,
Thank you,
really, really,
man.
really, really is. So let me ask you this: you also Jackson State. Tell me about the tell me about the Dion era. Are you a fan of what's going on now? Are you what are you? What's your take on everything?
You know what? I think I'm a little biased on that because
Okay,
Deion Sanders is one of my favorite football players of all time. In
got
fact,
it.
he's probably my favorite. So when I found out he was coming, I was like, okay, yeah, okay, okay, this gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little biased on that, man. But like he just that cool dude, man. You remember back in the day, Deion Sanders, man, like well dressed, real flashy, but he could play.
Yeah,
He could
like
play. You know what I'm
like
saying?
he was bringing like all the talk, and then he was backing it up. Like
Back it up. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
that's what I like. You know, he had all the talk, and then he's backing it up. And so the same way here, you know, he came in doing a lot of talking at first, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? But then practice facility, jerseys, endorsements, like he's
Mhm.
checking a lot of boxes right now.
Yeah,
He's literally
yeah.
checking a lot of boxes. Like me liking Jackson State personally has nothing to do with the facts that's on the sheet. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
There are
right,
just certain facts on the sheet say he's done this, he's done that, he's done that, and he's done those certain things. So that's
right.
great, man. So what do you do for fun outside of your music? So you got your daughter, you got your music. So like, what do you do to relax?
Read. I might watch a little TV, but to be honest, man, I ain't watched TV in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, maybe I might play the game every once in a while,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like now, man, I just be so focused
Got it, and that's
on,
good.
on yeah, just focused on either the music, my daughter, or just me as far as exercising and trying to, get everything right. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
like it.
yeah. Hmm.
Your anime. Where you came up? So you came up in the anime age.
Yes. Yeah.
I missed it. Like like Power Rangers and like Goku and all those
Yeah,
guys. Like they were
that's the
hitting.
one.
Like they hit like literally when I went to college, like 98, 99.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
that's when they really hit. And so
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
point, I'm at Alcorn. We ain't got no cable or nothing like there, you know. and so and
Yeah.
so that era, I just kind of missed the era. And so I know a lot of my friends, they're into anime. I'm not one of those people that's gonna seek to find it. Now, if it's on, if it looks cool, I'm gonna follow the storyline and stuff like that. And I'm a Power Ranger guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
GI Joe,
Okay.
Man,
Okay. Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
so what do you go to for your anime fix? Are you in the comics or strictly video?
Oh, man, when it comes to anime itself, is just usually videos.
Okay.
As far as but when it comes to like American superheroes, yeah, I do the movies, the comic books, the cartoons. I do it
Okay.
all. But when it comes to anime, man, it is Dragon Ball Z. I have watched Dragon Ball Z the whole series at least 20 times. It never gets old to me, man. It never gets old.
You like one of those guys like, oh, watch this finna have right here. This finna have watch this.
Right?
And this finna
Yeah,
have
it never gets old. Cause you know how you watch something as a kid, and then you get older, and you be like, man, let me try this again. Cause when you a kid, everything's cool.
Yeah.
I watch it, so I watched it when I was older, and I'm like, man, it's even better now. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Man. That is what's up. So it's kind of a good pastime. It kind of connects you
Yeah,
to a
yeah.
good place. It's always
Hmm.
good to have that kind of stuff. People don't really understand that how good it is to have something to allow you to disconnect just for a certain amount of minutes, hours, just to say, okay, I'm unplugged for right now, and you can recharge. You know what I'm saying? Doing something you like. It don't cost a lot of money. You know what you got, you got. You know, it's not like you got a bad spending habit or nothing like that. But
Right.
so it kind of allows you to just disconnect, recharge, and things of that nature. So
Mhm.
tell the viewers again how to get in contact with you, and let them know. You know, you don't have a name for the album. How long? Do you have a date? Do you have a
Ooh.
roundabout date? Are we going for early 2022 or completion? How many songs are we looking at?
Well, I don't know about the date just yet. I don't want to give out any promises,
Got it.
but hopefully sometime next year, and it's probably going to be around maybe 10 songs because I like short albums. You remember back in the
Got it.
day when like Prince had an album, it only had like 9 songs on it,
Yep.
or
Yep.
you know, who else? Uh, Prince, Michael Jackson only had like 10 songs
Yeah.
on his album, but every song was great.
Yep. Like you just let it
So
play. Like, oh, let it
right,
play. No.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They were. It wasn't that many songs, but every song hit.
Got it.
Back in the day, it was quality over quantity, and that's the kind of artist I want to be. Like I was listening to Marvin Gaye, what's going on,
Hmm.
and man, that album is amazing. It's only like 9 songs.
Like,
You know,
you could just literally let it play. Like
let
literally,
it,
you let it
yes,
play, and when the next song comes on, you're like, man, it's tight. Like, man,
right,
it's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Hmm. So yeah, I'm aiming for like 9 to 10 songs.
Okay,
Mhm.
good deal, man. Ray, it's been an absolute phenomenal having you on the show tonight, man. Getting to know you. Like I said, I've seen your work, seen you out and about. But just to get to know you, just to hear some of your answers and how similar, how similar two people could be
Right,
without even knowing each other. You know what I'm saying? That some of the answers
right,
you gave basically spot on. You say I must have been in your head. And so
right,
like
yeah, yeah,
it's just some of those things, man, because we go through the same stuff. But
right,
because we don't talk, because we're so, reserved or so sheltered from our emotions, you wouldn't
hmm,
dare just have this conversation with everybody. You just wouldn't dare do it. But here
right,
you are publicly speaking on these same things, and I guarantee you, there's other guys that are saying he right. I understand that. I had the same thing. I went through the same thing,
right,
and so
right,
this thing is this Hello Black Man movement is meant to start these conversations, have these conversations and stuff like that, man. So I appreciate you being a part. We got your Instagram and your Facebook scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
okay,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
have any parting shots, anything like that?
Who now? I'm
I said,
sorry.
do you have any parting shots? Anything you want to say before we dismiss?
Oh yeah, man. I just want to give a shout out to all my friends and my family. Anybody out there who is dealing with mental issues, it's okay to seek help.
Oh yeah,
It's okay to reach out. Um, if it gets that bad, my Instagram is showing, my Facebook is showing. You can hit me up and we can just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how it feels, especially when you're trying to face it alone. And also, don't think because you have issues that means that you're weak or you're crazy. Don't. I mean, everybody has issues, and plus, it being 2021 where everything going with the corona and vaccine and all this stuff going on. I feel like everybody needs little help. You know, so yeah, if you any depression, anxiety, or you just tired, you just want to talk. I mean, reach out to somebody, man.
man, that's phenomenal, man. That's a very caring, and thoughtful word. We appreciate you being on. Like I said, we'll be following your movement. We'll be following your music. We'll be following you on Facebook and Instagram, man. Ray, we thank you for coming on to the Hello Black Man podcast.
Likewise, man. Like you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Ray Kincaid, phenomenal music, rap artist, mental health advocate, somebody's daddy. He got a sweet little daughter that he's looking after, and he has come on and answered some questions for us, and we were right there on a lot of the answers. Just understanding each other. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what this movement is all about. So if you're out there and you're looking for an avenue, you're looking for a tool, you're looking for a place to just start your journey, just start it. Just start to spill out, to investigate who you are. Because a lot of us have become people that we don't even know who we are anymore. You ever hear people say in the movie, I don't know who you are anymore? A lot of times you don't even know who you are. A lot of times you don't even know who you are. And so these journals are just going to help you. These questions are going to make you really dig deep into breaking some generational curses. So my name is James Jenkins. This is Hello Black Man. This is the podcast. It's been a great evening. Make sure you follow Mr. Ray Kincaid on all social medias. Make sure you follow us on Hello Black Man and on the Instagram at Hello Black Man Journal. You all have a good night. Hello, Black Man.